So you've probably heard of a VPS, right? A virtual private server, maybe for hosting a website. But what if I told you that's kind of like buying a super powerful gaming PC just to check your email? A VPS can do, oh, so much more.
Yeah, most people just scratch the surface of what's possible. Today, we're going to dive deep and really look at the true potential packed inside these things. And trust me, some of these are going to surprise you.
So what is a VPS? Really? The absolute easiest way to think about it is like this. It's your own private workshop or your own personal lab that lives on the internet. It's a computer somewhere out in the world that is 100% yours to command. You can build whatever you want, experiment, and even break stuff, and it's all yours.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the basics, then get into some really fun projects. After that, we'll check out some pro-level tools, and we'll wrap it all up in the ultimate experimental playground. Let's do it! First things first, let's cover the two big reasons people get a VPS. These are kind of the foundation for everything else. You know, getting yourself online and keeping your stuff private.
All right, let's get the obvious one out of the way. Hosting a website. This is the bread and butter of what a VPS is known for, but even here, it gives you way more power than you might realize.
Think of it like this. Instead of just renting a tiny little shelf in a giant store, you own the entire building. You have total control. You can run powerful web servers like Nginx or Apache, host anything from a simple blog to a huge online store, and you can scale it up whenever you need to. Now let's talk privacy. You know those VPN services you see advertised everywhere? Instead of paying a company every month, what if you could just build your own? Well, with a VPS, you absolutely can. The analogy here is spot on. You're building a secret encrypted tunnel just for your internet traffic. So when you're at a coffee shop using their public Wi-Fi, all your data zips through this private tunnel to your VPS, making it totally invisible to anyone trying to snoop. And the most important part? You control the server, not some random company.
Okay, enough of the serious stuff. Let's get to the good part, how a VPS can become your personal hub for fun and games. This is where it gets really interesting.
Attention all gamers. Are you tired of crowded public servers with lag and weird rules? Well, a VPS is your golden ticket to create your very own private gaming world for you and your friends. It is literally your private playground. You make the rules, you install the mods you want. Want to build a massive world in Minecraft or survive in Valheim with just your crew? A VPS makes that happen. It's your server, your world, your rules. You ever get a little nervous thinking about where big tech companies are storing your photos and private documents? With a VPS, you can build your very own private cloud, kind of like your own personal Dropbox or Google Drive. The best way to picture this is a digital backpack that only you have the key to. You can use awesome software like Nextcloud to store all your files, your photos, your contacts, all on your own server. And why is that a big deal? Because you actually own your data, period. All right, let's level up a bit. We're going to move into some more advanced stuff now, but don't worry, I'll keep it simple. This is where your VPS starts to feel less like a hobby and more like a professional piece of the internet. Now this one's a classic challenge for any true tech nerd. I'm not going to lie, it's complicated, but running your own email server is an absolutely incredible learning experience.
Yeah, this is definitely not for beginners. You have to install special software, mess with something called DNS so your emails don't just go to spam, and you've got to keep it secure. But the payoff? A completely custom email address, like you@yourowndomain.com, that you have total control over. It's the ultimate tech DIY project.
A VPS can also be like the central command center for all your other digital projects. It can be a dashboard that shows you the health of all your systems in one quick glance.
The car dashboard analogy is perfect. Is your engine, the CPU, running too hot? Are you about to run out of gas, your memory? Tools like Grafana give you these awesome-looking charts and alerts, so you always know exactly what's going on under the hood of your projects. And now for the real power behind the scenes. Pretty much every cool app out there needs two things: a place to store data and a way to do things automatically. Well, your VPS is perfect for both. Let's break this down. On one side, you have a database server. Just think of it as a super organized digital filing cabinet that holds all the information for your apps. On the other side, you have an automation engine, which is basically a robot butler for your digital chores. It can run backups, organize files, or even run a social media bot, all on its own. And now for my favorite section. Let's talk about the VPS as the ultimate sandbox. This is where you can learn, break stuff, and build real skills without worrying about messing anything important up. It used to be a huge pain to get complex software to run correctly, but now we have this amazing thing called Docker. And the best way to describe Docker is digital Legos. Seriously. Every app is its own little block. You just snap them together to build whatever you can dream of. It's clean, simple, and incredibly powerful.
So here's the bottom line. You can take all these ideas and build your own home lab right there in the cloud. It's like your personal science kit for the internet. Want to learn cybersecurity? You can build a safe lab to practice. Want to become a pro at managing servers? This is where you learn, on a real server for just a few bucks a month.
So from a private VPN to your own game world to a full-on professional development lab, a VPS is so much more than just a place to put a website. It's a blank canvas. It's a digital playground. It's your own little corner of the internet. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?